Hello gang, Merlin Don on the mic, bustercall-tcg.com. Today we will talk about Black Yamato. In my opinion, one of the best leaders in OP16. Many people think that this leader is no S-tier leader. I beg to differ. I would say that Yamato, especially if you draw the right cards, is between A and S, so it's halfway there. And we will talk today about how you play Yamato. I will show you a simple deck list. We will take it in the deck builder. We will see every possible way how you can create this deck. We will talk about the new features of the site, and then we will go ahead and try to find an opponent and play an online game. Let's see how this deck performs. The deck list is inspired from Japanese players who already got the OP16. In the West, we will receive it this week. It is the pre-release events starting from tomorrow. Today is the 4th June, and the next week is the release. So we will soon have it in our hands as well. So enough talk, let's go ahead and jump into the guide. So OP16 Black Yamato. This leader has an effect, and the effect says that when a Land of Wano type character card is played from your trash, I will say it one more time, from your trash, that character gains Rush. So you play using effects characters from your trash, and then these characters gain Rush and you try to bring your opponent down. This is a 5 life black leader with 5k attack power and strike attribute. This is a sample deck list, and we will go ahead before we start talking about strategies. We will go ahead and check it in the deck builder. So bustercall-tcg.com, you can find all the links in the description below. We will check the tools. We have a bunch of tools here like tournament tracker, card database where you can find all the cards, dice roll if you have forgotten your dices, tier list, you can create a tier list, deck builder, you can create decks and use them to the simulator. We have the ban list. If you can't find the current ban list, you can always come here and check the ban list, the currently banned cards in all formats. You can check about the block rotation, everything you need to know. You can join the pack simulator and prepare yourself for a pre-release event or just have fun ripping boosters. We have a mulligan trainer if you want to be better at mulligan and which cards you decide to keep from your hand, and of course the TCG simulator where we have like some modes, playing versus AI, playing versus yourself. You can create a private game and play with your friends using a code. Online unranked, online ranked. We can see the leaderboard. We have the spectator mode, so you can spectate games if it is allowed to. So if the players want you to spectate them, then you are able to do it. And we also have replays where you can save your games and watch the replays. But let's go to the deck builder. We will fetch Yamato. Here we have a filter, so we can search, for example, for Yamato and load the deck list. This is how it works. So about the leader, we talked about the leader. Let's check the cards one by one. And let me put myself here. So we play, let's see the statistics on the right side first of all, because once you import the cards here in the deck builder, you can see also the statistics here on the right side. Let me hide also the filters here to have more space. And of course you can import and export decks here from top right, print your proxies if you don't have the cards yet, or create a screenshot from the deck and including the statistics. We play 44 characters and 6 events in this particular deck list. We don't play any stages and black stages, and the average cost of our characters is 4.3. We play 16 cards with a 2k counter, so this leader has plenty of counter. And we do have 20 cards which give us 1k counter, and we play only 14 cards without any counter. We don't play any triggers here. As you can see, triggers are 0. All of our cards are black, of course, because we are a mono-black leader, and almost the whole deck is a Land of Wano deck. As you can see, 46 cards have the type Land of Wano, and we need that in order to activate the effect of our leader. So we have 2 cards, well, 3 cards to search. We have Nami, which we use to search the top 4 cards of your deck. We take one Land of Wano card and then we trust the rest. It is important to have cards in our trust because we need them, we play them from our trust. So imagine that you're like a little Moria here with this Yamato. Then we have the Nico Robin. You trust a character with a cost of 8 or more, and then you draw 2 cards. Insane card, because we need these Yamatos, these 8 cost Yamatos, we need them in our trust, and we want also to draw more cards. So you use this card in order to trust these Yamatos, keep them in your trust where you need them to be, and then of course draw 2 extra cards. We have Otama. This is a 2k and can also be played from your Yamato, but we will check it later. And also it has an activate main. You can rest this character and then you give, if you have of course a character with 8 or more, cost 8 or more, you give an opponent's character minus 2k power for this turn. So we have Shinobu, and Shinobu is combined with Momonosuke. So before we talked about these 2, and of course Rebecca, because we combine these 3 cards. So let's talk about Kinemon. Kinemon is a 4-cost searcher, so you search the top 5 cards of your deck and you take one Land of Wano, you add it to the hand, then you trust the rest, again really important for that deck, and then this character gains 3 cost. So essentially you play a 4-cost character and you have a 7-cost character on the field, so it's not that easy to remove or rest this character. Then we go to the super combo here. But before we do, let's talk about Yamato. Yamato is a bread and butter of this deck, and this is the reason why this is not a completely S-tier deck yet. The reason is because you really need this card, and you need this card into your hand and these 2 Yamatos, the 8-cost Yamatos, into your trust. So yes, there are some things that need to happen in order for this deck to function, but most of the time, let's say, the deck functions really well. So this Yamato, on play, you recycle 1 card and then activate main. You trust this character and then you get 1 black Yamato with a cost of 8 from your trust. So you get this one. So this is an unblockable Yamato with on KO. You play 1 6-cost Yamato from your trust, so there is an infinite loop here. If your opponent decides to kill this Yamato, and of course this Yamato does not come rested when you kill this one, it comes active on the field, or you can play this Yamato, which is which has an on-play. You add 1 of Land of Wano type character cards with cost 6 or less from your trust to your hand. So instead of playing into the field this card, you just take it into your hand. So the card which you have just trust. It is insane, right? And then you may play 1 Land of Wano character with a cost 2 or less. So like we said, for example, you have Otama here or the 2 small searchers. Sanji, it's a 2k and also a vanilla 9k, so not bad. And then we have the super duper combination. So we have Shinobu, Momonosuke, and Rebecca. So Momonosuke, it's a 2k and has an activate main. You may trust this character with a cost 20 or more. So in order to activate the effect of this card, you need to have Shinobu. So if you play Momonosuke, and of course, Shinobu is a 2-cost black character, and you can bring her back, and also 2k, so you can bring her back with Rebecca. So you can use Shinobu as a 2k, and you have Shinobu into your trust, And then when you are at 9 or 10 Don, you play your Momonosuke, you play your Rebecca. So this is the combo, 5 and 4 Dons, right? Then you bring Shinobu with Rebecca from the dead and you play it. You give with Shinobu plus 20 cost to Momonosuke, so Momonosuke can activate his main ability. You activate Momonosuke and you bring back this Momonosuke from your trash. Once you bring this Momonosuke from your trash, this is a blocker with 9 cost and 6k attack power, and on play 1 6 cost or less from your trash. What we play this Yamato. And don't forget the leader's ability. So we bring this from your trash. This from your trash, excuse me. Oh, bless me. And then we also bring one more from our trash, so this one. So we bring 3 cards from our trash, so all 3 of them gain rush. It's crazy. And this is the cycle combo from these cards, right? So then we have the grounded. You know this card. It has 2 functions. You either use it to negate something like a blocker, for example, or you use it as a counter for only 1 Don plus 4k, which is insane. And it requires, of course, 10 or more cards in your trash, but as Yamato, we have them pretty easily. Then we have another one that's an event. We can use it as a counter, or if we miss the our Yamato, we can play this. We trash 5 cards from our deck, and then we play our Yamato from our trash. Well, it's okay, right? And of course, if you miss your Yamato and you have the Don, you can just play it, and let's pray that you will have your Yamato. You will get your Yamato from the top 5 cards from your deck. So this is pretty much how this deck functions, right? So this is the synergy between these cards. But let's go back to the presentation now that we know a little more about the cards and talk about the starting hand. So in your starting hand, you are looking for these cards: your Searchers, your Kinemon, which are also a Searcher, and your Yamato. So if you have 2 of them, it's an instant keep. You want to go first as Yamato. You want to go first because this is how it goes. You play your Searcher, then you play your Kinemon, then you play your Yamato, and then at 9, you do your combo. And from that point, you just recycle Yamatos. So this is how you play. You search your missing pieces at the start of the game using your searches, play your Yamato, and at 9 Don, you do your combo. Of course, you have all the parts, the parts that you need for this puzzle. If you go second, you play your searches until 4. You play your Yamato at 6. You can play your Yamato or your event at 8. And then at 10, you do your super combo, or you keep playing and recycling your Yamato. To defend yourself, you have your events, as we talked about. You have plenty of 2Ks and also your blockers. Combinations, we also talked about the combination. Yamato, you bring these big Yamatos and you give rush to them using your leader's ability. Momonosuke, Rebecca into Shinobu. Shinobu gives 20 cost to Momonosuke. Momonosuke bring the other Momonosuke. Momonosuke bring Yamato. Yamato bring the other Yamato. So this is how this combination works. And of course, the tech that you have in your deck is this Otama here, because it gives -2k power during this turn to one character if you decide to play her. So now we can also see the 2 last tournaments. So this is something that it will come into the site in the upcoming days. So it's still a work in progress, but it's a tournament report, and we will add all the OP16 tournaments that are available, and also at the day that we learn about these tournaments, we will add them into this page. You will see here, for example, the top leader cards from, let's go back to the tournaments. So the leader meta from the tournaments and the locals, what are most people play, and of course then we will add here win rates, lose rates, and we will have a better opinion about every single leader. As you can see, we have here 2 tournaments, and most of the players in the top cut are Nami and Tits and Enel, so these 3 leaders. And this is what we see here, for example, and we can also find the deck list and open the deck list directly into the deck builder. We can import it, export it, print the proxies, take a screenshot, or play in the simulator, or do whatever you want to do. Okay, so enough talk, let's go back to the simulator. And let's go ahead and play search for an unranked game. Have one searching. We will search for Yamato and this deck list. We can also preview the deck list here that we are going to play before we do, right? And we have the right list, so we will find the game, and we found the game. Let's roll these dice here, and we have 7, and our opponent has also 7, so let's roll again. We have 6 into 5, and we win. So Tits wants always to go second, so we will take that from him. And let's see, so we have this Momonosuke, we have Yamato, so this hand is not playable, so let's try it again. And we do have a really nice setup here. After the mulligan, we have the 2 searches, we have Kinemon, we have Momonosuke. We gladly accept this hand here. So let's see how it will go here. Okay, so Vasco shot and end of turn. So we refresh the cards. The refresh phase is here. We can see also the refresh phase here. It's exactly like the game and the rules. So it begins with the refresh phase, then it's the draw phase, then it's the dawn phase. If you want to just draw your cards and go directly into this main phase, there is an option in the settings, and you can press it, and you will always be here at the main phase on its turn. So we do have 2 dawns here. We play Nami. Let's see what we find here. And we do find a Shinobu, which is great. We will grab the Shinobu because we already have a Yamato here. And then we play the Robin. We will trust this Yamato, and as you can see, we are able to draw 2 cards. And we find a second Momonosuke. That's it for our turn. Okay, so we receive a hit here. Let's see, we have 2k, 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 1k. We can... do we want to take the first hit or play it safe? I would say we take that hit. Okay, and this is an Otama, so we take life. Our opponent plays Birds, it is Birds, and he ends a turn. Okay, so we have 4 dawns here. Let's see what we will do. I don't think that he will use a redirection yet. Okay, so he took life. And now we can play our Kinemon and search. Unfortunately, we don't find any Momonosuke, which would have been great. Let's see and hide the dialogue, what we have in trust. We have 2 of these. Oh, we do have a Momonosuke, so we have everything to play the combo. Wow. Okay, so what we miss here is our 6 cost Yamato, and we grab here. right now. Now we have all the pieces that we need for this game. So 5 dawns means no Siryu, which is great. That's a 5k. I will keep Shinobu because we didn't find any Rebecca yet, right? And I will give him Momonosuke. Okay, another Jesus. Okay, and we use the stage, as you can see, and the Accessorio. All right. So now he has 1 dawn left. This will be a 6k attack, which we will counter using Otama. Okay, and now it's our turn. So we are now at 6 dawns. Let's keep here what we need, and what we need are these 2 cards here. And now that we are at 6 dawns, we can also start playing our Yamatos and recycle our Yamatos. We can either do it, oh no, with that note, that needs 7 dawns. Okay, so we will go ahead and start with a 5k here. Okay, so there is a redirect and we lose life. Okay, it is what it is. This is how Teach plays, but we have enough life. Okay, so the next hit is something that our opponent takes. I like that. And now we will play our Yamato. We will draw 1 and we need to trust 1. So at that point we have 2 Shinobus, Shinobu, yeah, that's the name. But it's also 2k, so I will select the event to trust. And then we will activate Yamato's effect. We will bring this Yamato, we will search. Unfortunately, well, it's not unfortunately, it's great. I do have another Yamato in my hand, so I will grab 1 Otama. Do I want to play an Otama? I think not. Do I want to play Nico Robin? I think not. So I will skip this one. And as you can see, our character gained Ras because of Yamato's effect. So we will hit him with 8k again, and he will take another hit. So let's see if he has a trigger, and he does have a trigger. As you can see here, he triggered a Dokyu, and he KO'd our small characters, but it's okay. Alright, so Siryu heals himself using a Siryu, which is okay, and he attacks our life. Interesting. You know what? I will use this 1k Robin, and then on the next hit. So the next hit is towards this Kinemon. Of course, we don't want to lose this Kinemon. So we will give a 2k and we will counter this attack. Okay, he recycles and grabs a Martial Ditz, and he ends his turn. So he's low on hand size, which is great for us, and now we are at 8 dawn. On the next turn we can do our combination and it's pretty much over. But we still can do some interesting things here, and by interesting I mean, okay, he will probably take the first hit because of this Siryu. Do I want to risk it? No, I will go with 7k to make sure that he will take it. And he does, of course, to draw 2 cards. Well, makes sense. So now we will go 5. Okay, he gives us 1k. Now we will go 8k. And he redirects to the Jesus, I assume. Yeah, to the Jesus. So we lose 1 life and we grab another 2k, which is great. Now we play our Yamato. We draw 1 card, we trust 1, and we will trust, let's see, we can trust this Kinemon, we don't need this. And we will activate the main effect and bring back this Yamato. We will grab from trust a 6-cost Yamato. And now we will don't play anything, but we will attack him with 9k, and I assume that he will take that. And oh, so another Siriu on his trust. Well, it is what it is. Let's see what we can do now. So our opponent is at 9 tone, so he can't use the event yet. Okay, so he plays the muscle DTs. Let's see what he plans. He uses also his states, and he will grab 1 Vasco Sword. Okay. Okay, so he has like 5k. Okay, that's a 5k. Of course, we will not take that. We'll give him a 2k. And then he will go with 9k. Where? Okay, he will go to the Kinemon. But I will not give him the Kinemon either. So as you can see, this deck has so much counter. It is insane. It is insane. And he has this Vasco Sword. So of course we will start by attacking him with Kinemon, because otherwise he would be able to redirect this attack to like okay, he countered that with a 2k to redirect the attack with Vasco, draw a card, and then rest my Kinemon, right? So now it's time for the combo. Let's try to do it right. And we do have Rebecca, and I love this. So we can do the whole combo, guys. We can do the whole combo, but we have only 2 slots. So do we need to do the whole combo? I think that we will. Do we need to sacrifice Kinemon for the whole combo? Yes, we will do it. We will do it. We will do it. Okay. Okay, okay. So first you play the Kinemon. Then you play Rebecca. With Rebecca, we bring a 2k from the trust. Then we play Shinobu. Let's play it here. Then we activate Shinobu, we draw a card, and we give plus 20 cost to Momonosuke. Then we activate Momonosuke and bring the other Momonosuke. Momonosuke brings Yamato. And as you can see, then Yamato, draw effect. We draw 1 and then we trust 1. So we need to trust here 1 card, and we will trust this card. Now we have, and we still have 1 turn left. So this is totally crazy. Totally crazy what we did here. And we are not even ready, right? So we will go ahead and go ahead and hit him with a 7k hit first. So he will redirect, of course, to Vascosot, I assume. Yeah. And he will rest one of our characters. He will rest Yamato because she has Ras, right? So that makes perfectly sense. Then we will hit him one more time. He will counter that. Okay. And now we can activate Yamato's effect and bring the other Yamato from our Ras, which gains Ras, and we have 3 more 8k hits. So he takes 1 hit, now again 8k, and we win. And we win. This is exactly how we win against Tits. So when you are done, you can either reveal the decklist here from your opponent and copy it if you like it, or you can also watch the replay here. You can watch it from your preview, or you can see it also from the other player's view, and see what happens here. You can hide or show the cards of the opponent. You can do it however you want to, right? Okay, yeah, and you can of course save it like Yamato vs Tits, one, and then we can go back to the replays and you can find your replays here and watch them again, or watch them again with another spectator if you want to. Okay guys, so this was the video for today. This was like a crazy match against Tits, and you saw how powerful this leader is, especially if you draw the cards. And we were lucky enough, of course, to find and use also this combination with Momonosuke and Shinobu and Rebecca, so I'm really glad about it. Yeah, so this was the video for today, guys. Go ahead and use bustercall-tcg, our tools, our simulator. We need to gather some people here to the simulator to start playing the game. If you find any bugs, you can of course report them either here or in-game. In-game you have also a button for bugs. This is the beta version, and we will try to give you the best possible experience here. And of course, in the simulator here, we will also have like a mode for everyone who wants to test the new cards. So once the new cards have been released, and I mean on a daily basis, we will have them of course in our database and in the simulator, and you can build decks, start building decks the moment the cards have been revealed, excuse me. On that particular moment, you can start building decks and also play them in the simulator against yourself, against AI, or against another opponent. So this is a promising project. I hope that you can join us. I hope that you can support this project. You can either get in for free or of course become a supporter and get some more benefits. Yeah, so this was the video for today, guys. Thank you all for watching. Peace. Bye.